Hey, all right, today is the day. We have been working on the exhaust system for the Arete, and in the video today, I'm going to take you through and show you a little bit of that. I have worked my way back to the muffler, but the mufflers I was going to use are not going to fit, and so I have had to resign to the fact that I'm going to build my own muffler, and that will have to be a separate video because it's going to be quite in depth. But anyway, this video we're going to take a look at going from the turbochargers back to the cross pipe and through the catalytic converters and ready to put the mufflers in. But let's go take a look at the point to get to that. All right, so this is kind of actually jumped ahead a little bit of what you might have expected because some of it's already been assembled. These are just all pre-made bends that you can get from almost any aftermarket distributor. I believe I got these from Speedway Motors. So just using 90, 45-degree bends and cutting them to fit to create the turns that I need. I'm also connecting here now, opening up a hole to collect the turbo bypass, cleaning that up so that we have good flow through there. The original 1JZ engine on these turbochargers had a manifold that combined the outlet and the bypass all under one, but we did not have that manifold, so we are going to connect those two separately. They will just dump into the main pipes. Now the system I'm using is two different lengths main pipes that come to this crossover connector. And the theory is if you calculate the volume of a cylinder, then you want to calculate the length of one of the pipes to be short by a multiple of that volume. So you get a pulse that goes through the crossover and crosses over and creates a vacuum into the next pipe, helping a little bit with that flow there. So once all these main pipes have been welded together, since it's very difficult to weld all the way around the seam with the two so close together, once they've been welded together, I'm going to fit it all back in a position. They go into a flange. It's just a 1/4-inch piece of mild steel water jet cut to made up to the turbocharger. Going to tighten that on. I want those connections to all be right exactly where they're going to be. Tighten up those flanges and also connect that crossover is actually hooking to the muffler hangers that's welded right to the frame. And once I get that mounted up exactly where it's going to be, I know the fit is where it's going to be. So this is just a little example of the pipe system. Upper and lower pipes. And then I have my two turbocharger discharges, the crossover pipe itself. And as I explained, that crossover is to help with the evacuation of the other opposite pipe that's a sink just off by its volume. And after it goes through that crossover pipe, it's going to turn, go through two catalytic converters and down to the muffler. You'll see here we're going to go through attaching the catalytic converters, but the muffler itself we're going to have to build from scratch, and that's going to show up in another video. You'll see my problems of why I had to convert to that muffler. So once I know all those pieces are attached tight to the flange and to the muffler hanger, I'm going to go ahead and tack the two pipes, the bypass valve, all those things all connected. Now I'm going to take it to the bench, weld it all up into one unit. So once those main pipes and the crossover are all welded together, put it back onto the car, and then it's time to attach the catalytic converters. Now the catalytic converter back, I want to be separate from that main pipe because there's going to be no way to get it out as a full unit out of the car. So it's going to be much easier to have those flange connectors to be able to just separate the two parts of the whole exhaust system. Take the muffler catalytic converter system out, take the crossover and the main pipes to the turbochargers out separately as a unit too. So just put some 180-degree turns that are going to come off the catalytic converter and tie to that custom muffler that we're going to build. Once those are tacked, just a matter of taking those back to the bench, putting the finish welds on those. And once I get this whole system welded together, besides the muffler, we're going to put it back on the car. Actually ceramic coated it with Cerakote, and then it's ready. Well, now that you've seen the solution, here's the problem. This was the muffler that I originally got, and doing it in CAD without doing it in 3D, the original plan was to, of course, bring the exhaust system high into here, and this was going to be the muffler. It was going to project down back in here into the slipstream coming through the diffuser. And as you can see, quite long. And of course, I don't see how I couldn't have figured this out a little bit more accurately in some drawing, but it just didn't work. So hope you come back and see the next video, at least connected to this, when we will be building the muffler that will be sitting right behind this section here. Anyway, thanks for coming along, and hope to see you again.